One thing for sure that we do have that is common with everybody else, no matter how you look, what size you are, how tall you are, how much money you make, or how much money you don't have, we all have one thing in common, and that's the amount of time we have throughout our day. We measure time with hours and minutes and years and decades. And the truth is we all have that same measurement in our culture. This is what we are trained to do, to measure ourselves. The beauty of it, though, is that you can actually choose and decide how you are going to use that time. Some people decided to use it different ways, and that's okay. It's their decision. But if you are trying to maximize your time and your efforts into that time, then you can accomplish things that you want. If you want a better job, or if you want a nicer car, whatever it is that you're aspiring to get, maybe this success that you want. How do we reach that? How do we get there? We have to learn how to use our time. Use your time wisely. One of the things that you can start doing is start learning right away on your own. Not being told to learn. Learning on your own, meaning you're deciding to pick up the pen and paper and you start taking notes. That's something that is very strong and powerful. Most of us, the people that I have been around that are successful, are doing the things that they want, actually understand how time works. The crazy thing is that we do have the ability to do what it is that we want with our time. If I want to sleep in today and I want to sleep until 2 in the afternoon, I decided to use that time that way. Right? Now, most people say, well, that's a waste of time for you to wake up at 2 in the afternoon. Well, it all depends, because what if my body needed that? Or maybe that's in my schedule. I schedule a day to where I can do that, to where I can rejuvenate my body and sleep in, for example. So one good tip in order for us to manage our time, is to tell ourselves what we are going to do during that time. Does that make sense? This is a simple concept. That's called making a calendar, scheduling. Making a calendar and scheduling your time so you can be more efficient with your time. So you know what it is that you're doing, and you're maximizing your time for you to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. So if I want to lose weight, for example, and I want to start being healthier and I want to go to the gym, I have to, in my calendar, allocate a block of time for that. Let's say it's from 8 to 10 in the morning every day, right? Monday through Friday, or whatever. It's just one day out of the week. It doesn't matter. The point is, I have to decide to give it some of my time that I have throughout the day, right? Something. Now, we go to the next thing. The first one is time, and the next thing is fulfillment. How do we reach fulfillment? To me, fulfillment is almost just as equivalent as what someone would say success. If I reach fulfillment, then I consider myself successful, because I am reaching the goals, I am reaching things that I want for me. My success would be different from someone else's success. And I would measure it with 5 different things. The first one is spirituality. The second one is finances, right? And these are not in any order. The third one would be family and relationships. Okay. The fourth one is my business, right? Sorry, the fifth one is my health. So if I'm looking at all of these, I need to find time to be able to focus on all these 5 areas of my life so I can have a balanced life and a fulfilled life. So fulfillment, how do we reach fulfillment? First, you have to learn how to manage your time. Okay. Another thing that I like to touch base on is time. What does time actually mean? If I'm giving something time, I always like to say time is spelled Love. Love. Whatever you love, you are going to give time to. Okay? So what you got to ask yourself next is, what are the things that you love? Right? Spirituality. You have to love spirituality. You have to love your family. You have to love your family, your relationships. You have to love your finances and how you're going to manage your finances. You have to love that part. You have to also love your business, and you have to love yourself for your health. So I have to love these 5 aspects in my life in order for me to give them the time that they need. Scheduling and working on your calendar is probably one of the first preliminary steps you need to take in order for you to be able to make sure that you're giving time to the things that you love. Imagine that each aspect of your life, these 5 things, is a plant or a flower, right? And you start focusing on the business flower a lot, to where the family and the spirituality and the health flower are not given the time that you need to give them. And you stop watering those plants and those flowers. What is going to happen to those plants? You see, that same concept is true with everything around us in our life, all 5 aspects of our lives. We need to give them the time, and we need to love them in order for us to give them the time. If you do not love them, then don't give them time. And those things will go away. But your life will not be balanced.